Hey there, everybody. Hello out there. Just want to bring across some knowledge that I've been learning about over the past few years. And the thing is, you know what they say about knowledge? Knowledge is always within you. And education is actually the process which brings things out of you. Because I believe that a lot of knowledge is bestowed within you, within your DNA. And it's in you. It's, basically through your ancestry. So I've called this Learn More Truth. It's kind of a play on words, if you will, but I've come into, increased consciousness over the years, and I refrain from saying that I'm woke because I don't want to trivialize what it is and the position that I am. And as I come into this increased knowledge of myself, I mean, we've heard the phrase knowledge of self in different rap songs and even the hip hop culture. Certain elements within the hip hop culture have embraced knowledge of self. It's also to be believed that the majority of people that are locked up and incarcerated have been able to read a number of books and have been able to learn themselves as well, which is understandable because when you're locked in those conditions and you have books, that are available for you to read and a bunch of idle time, you end up learning certain truths. I mean, with books that are available at the legal library and such. But I come from an experience where, to be honest, I didn't read a lot of books because I didn't make the time. I didn't have the time because I was trying to pursue what each of us is raised to do, is to do better for self, pursue a career, attain an education, a formal education, and get a degree. Those are good things, but if you're not really a great manager of time in the way that the system is, that you work for certain things, you work for a certain position just to make it, then a lot of this, you lose sight on a lot of this consciousness talk. So what ends up happening is this. You conform. You conform to established guidelines. And you follow certain mandates and dictates that are basically imposed upon you. And you never realize the real truth until there comes a time of some awakening. I came from a background and experience where I actually signed on the dotted line a couple of times in my life to defend the establishment against let's say, enemies foreign and abroad, as well as locally. And I fell under the spell of that I was representing everyone, but I wasn't necessarily representing myself and my lineage after realizing my lineage falls under a certain category that's beholden to everything. And then you end up thinking about, well, how much you're willing to compromise when you're pursuing a career and pursuing a certain role in society. Everyone wants that picket fence and that house and that 2.5 cars, right, in the driveway. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not always possible. And then you start to realize, you start reading books, start attending lectures here and there. And nowadays, with the advent of information at your fingertips, well, encourages more thinking and introspection. So what I'm here to do today is to share some knowledge that I've attained recently as last night, that was presented, and I want to share it with you.